Alright, in this video, I want to talk to you about Marvel Rivals. I've finally got to Lord with Captain America, been having fun with him, trying to be the vanguard, the tank in the group, because not a lot of people want to do that. And I've been having a lot of fun using Captain America. Not a lot of people like using him, but I'm going to show you some things that I learned from using him and what I prefer to use while using him, with my settings and whatnot. I'm only Platinum 1, I'm not like super high ranked and all that, some super expert with super talent. Not quite casual, but not quite hardcore into this. Basically playing with my nephews, trying to, rank up, doing what we can. Not going too hardcore about it. And I wanted to share some of the things I've learned with Captain America. One of the things I've learned with Captain America is that I don't like Penny Parker. Out of all these characters, the only ones that really bother me would be Penny Parker, because I like to dive in and go at the back lines. But if those back lines are hiding in Penny's nest, well, if I jump in, all those bombs are going to come after me. And then as soon as I land, I can't really do anything. I have to get out of there and go heal, or else I'm going to die. And if she hits me with a net, like if I don't block that net, then a lot of times I can get melted. I can land on that net, get the bombs. She gets me in a net, everybody shoots me, I'm dead. Right? And that's what I've noticed is the biggest issue. Outside of that, the only people that are a problem but not a big problem would be Iron Man, Human Torch, Storm. They fly. Kind of hard to get to them, but you can also block a lot of the stuff they're doing and easily just get away from them. So it's not so much that they're going to kill me, but it's more so much that they can be annoying. They can cause some damage and kick down on you. I mean, pick you off if you're already weak. But I can't really attack them, right? So that's one of the main issues there. The other one that I find to be annoying is actually Scarlet. Not so much that she's going to kill me, but it's kind of like she's a flyer, but a little bit more annoying because she comes up and she's auto aim on you. She's draining your life. You go to fight her, you might beat her down, and then she's able to just vaporize and float off. And it's hard to chase her down. Especially you chase her down into a hallway, she gets that stun thing on you, and you're trying to attack her while that stun is going on, and then you realize you got to get out of there. And it's not necessarily she's going to kill me, but that she's a pest, a real pest. Some other ones that aren't such a big deal, but can be a little bit annoying, is Iron Fist here. Iron Fist, I'm not too worried about him, but there's times where he can jump in, start beating on you, and then he dives off, right? He gets away. Uh, a lot of times, if he's attacking the back line, I can jump back, I can peel back and go help out my healers. And right when I'm about to kill him, he's able to jump off and just kick himself into eternity and just go away and then go sit there and heal, and I can't really get to him. Wolverine similarly can be a pest where he dives at you, pulls you into the enemy lines, and sometimes that can be annoying. He can do a lot of damage to tanks. Uh, I'm not like afraid of him, but he is annoying. Bucky is kind of similar because he can do that grab and pull you into the group. Sometimes it's when you don't want to. Sometimes you dive in, you're attacking, and you're trying to dive back out, and then he grabs you. He hits you with his little grab thing and pulls you back into everybody, right? And you're just like, oh, this sucks. And then you try to put your shield up. Hopefully you get some heals, and then are able to get out of there. I accidentally hit that there. The healers, everybody, I would say the Shark is a bit annoying when he does his ult and he's able to eat everybody. That can be annoying. But other than that, it's not such a big deal. Um, the other healers, I'm not really worried about him, but Loki can be annoying when he's putting down his clones. He's switching places. He does his little invisible thing. He can be hard to get. Same thing with Rocket. He's pretty quick. He darts. He can run up walls. So he's kind of hard to get, but you can at least mess with him and get him running away where he's not healing and doing his thing. So yeah, he can be a bit of a problem in that sense, but I'm not. The only really ones I'm worried about is basically Penny, right? She's the big problem here. Sometimes one-on-one with certain people is not ideal. Like maybe one-on-one with Thor, not ideal. But I'm not worried about it because I know I can get away from him, right? So some of these people, they might have a good chance, let's say one-on-one, but I'm not really worried about them because I know I can get away. But some of these people, that's what I realize is the annoying characters. Penny Parker, the Flyers, Scarlet, and then a little bit of Wolverine, Bucky over here. Not so much Iron Fist, but he can be a bit of an issue. I know some people as Captain America, they don't like Namor, but I found I can jump in, block the squids, do some damage, cause some disruption, and get out of there. Yeah, he makes it where I can't stay back and mess with the healers if he's back there as long, but I'm not too worried about him, especially if it's like a one-on-one. I'm not really worried about him, but maybe I just haven't fought some good Namors. But that's the first thing I've learned. Playing through this, running into a lot of these characters, I really have no problem going right at them for the most part. You got to watch out in the face of Punisher if he's using his shotgun, but you can just ricochet his stuff right back in his face, and then when he starts to be like, okay, there's a problem, you start attacking him and finish him off. So he's not a big deal, but if he does get you with that shotgun and you don't have your shield up, it's going to be a bad day. Black Panther can be annoying to catch. The same thing with Magic, but that's basically with every character. He has a trouble catching those people. But the only one I'm really worried about killing me consistently, and that's a problem, is Penny. And it's something I guess I got to learn how to deal with. Usually what I do is I just point at her nest, be like, hey, get somebody to destroy that, somebody who can shoot, because I'm basically melee for the most part. Somebody shoot that. As soon as they shoot that, I can dive in and I can start messing things up. But until they break that nest, I have to stay back and basically just be a frontline tank, which is not something I really enjoy doing, but it's something, you know, Penny makes me have to do. Like, I can't dive in and cause disruption. But, yeah, with that being said, let's come over here. And the first thing I like to do is probably something... I wish I could shut that off. I don't want to hear him talking there. The animation cancel. I'm sure you've already know the two ways to do it, and I'm going to show you the one I prefer. There's people who they basically say, you know, you come in, you get your 2 melee attacks, and you just hold down melee, right?
Stay down.
Because when you hit the melee twice, you get to throw out some shields, right? So you hold down your melee, and they say to make it go faster, you interrupt it with sprint, right? But I found that to be like counterintuitive to me, I guess. Like, it just, for me, when I get the 2 charges, I like to hit it and let go of the melee. That seems more intuitive. Like you hold it to throw the shield out, you let go to have it come back in. It seems more natural. And then I just have the sprint constantly on. And if I want to do a little jump, I just hit the left stick in. I can do a little jump, and then that was an accident. I didn't even know I had the charge. Gets that going away. But anyway, how I like to do it is I get the charges. I keep sprinting.
I'm a soldier. This is war.
I wasn't able to do that perfectly. I was just trying to do it real fast to get both of them. And you can see that the animation cancel makes that go faster. And what I do is I let go of the attack as soon as I hear the ding. Because sometimes people are further away, so you have to wait till you hear the ding before you let go of the melee. And then as soon as it hits, you let go of the melee, it's like you're instantly going into your next attack, because then you hit R2 again to do your attack. That's what I feel more comfortable with. So maybe try that out if you're having trouble with the other animation cancel. I think they both are effective. It's just whatever you're more comfortable with. The other thing I like is that I've made changes to.
Prepare to engage.
As I put jump to the R3, the right stick here, so that while I'm moving around, I keep my thumbs on the sticks, so that I can do something like this. I can jump this way, and I turn in midair because my thumb is on the stick constantly, so I can turn and jump at the same time. Right? Very effective because there's times where you don't want to take your thumb off the stick to jump and then turn, because sometimes you got to go and dart out of the way or something, right? So I ended up moving the dash that I just did in the air to R1, as you can see there. And when I'm dashing, I'm not attacking. So I can just move my finger off of the attack from R2 to R1. And I usually use that to get out of the way, or because when you put the shield down, you have to wait a second to bring it back up. So sometimes Doctor Strange comes in, he's going to do his ult to put everybody basically to sleep, knock their souls out of their body. So sometimes I did this. As soon as I put my shield down, all of a sudden he does the ult. Well, then if I hit R1 in any direction, then I can't be phased by his attack. Right? The same thing with some other crowd control attacks. If I'm dashing, they can't affect me. So, I don't know if you knew that. Probably did, but something I learned. So sometimes be aware that when you put your shield down, you can't just bring it right back up. Like I'm hitting it. Takes a second to come back up, right? So sometimes you're like, okay, what do I do? I can't block this attack, because you can block Doctor Strange attacks if you're looking at him. He does his ult. Well, if you just do that instead, even if you dash into him like I just did there, that crowd control doesn't affect you. And then by the time you did that dash, you can put your shield up and protect some other enemy that was stunned. Or not enemy, friend that was stunned. Another thing I did is that, since I got my ultimate here, what I did is I can just hit X to do my ultimate. You see that there? And I did that, and I'll show you why in a moment. Let me wear this down. Alright, because since I have R3 jump, when I want to do my ultimate ability using both the left and right stick at the same time, well, you didn't do it this time. A lot of times I jump in the air, and this one weird thing happened to me this one time. A Doctor Strange from the enemy team portaled into the zone that we were capturing, and the zone was a little bit in the air. I was running in a circle around the objective, and I was getting ready to do my ult. And when I did it, that happened right there. You see how I jumped while I did it?
Enemy ahead.
I ended up accidentally jumping into the portal, and it closed on me. So I accidentally jumped through the portal, and I went to their spawn, because they put the portal at their spawn, and I had to run from their spawn all the way back to the objective, wasting my ult, because, you know, I wasn't aware of my surroundings. And since I have R3 to jump, if I want to hit L3, R3 at the same time to do the ult, I will end up jumping, and usually that is a bad thing. So I switched it to X, but I'm still actually getting used to actually pushing X to do the ult. I'll show you my settings here. Yeah, I already have it on Captain America. One thing I wish is like the Sentinel Strike. When you're in the air, you see that little circle there?
I'm a soldier. This
is I wish that was a different button. It wasn't your R2 attack. Because there's sometimes while I'm in the air where, let's say, I have my shield attacks there. I want to...
We're gonna do what we have to do.
I want to actually throw my shield like I was just doing, but instead of throwing my shield, I end up dashing into the ground. So I wish they would make that change. But let me go through this quick, because I was just getting a phone call. I have my shield hold to raise up, so when I let go of the button, he drops the shield. To dash, or his sprint, his constant sprint, is not on hold. I want it constantly going. Jump is to R3, Sentinel Strike, left that alone, Living Legends alone. Now, melee attack, not really going to use it, it's the circle. I put X over here as the secondary button for ultimate ability. And then I changed the leading dash. The sprint is to L3, Liberty Rush to R1. And yeah, those are my settings. Those are basically the things I've learned. Real simple stuff.
Hostile forces incoming.
The other thing I would say is that you got to be selfless as a tank. Like, you jump into the backfield, mess with the healers so they can't heal their guys, quickly dart back, get out of there, and go help out your healers, because sometimes they have people messing with them. I got a friend who plays a lot of the healer, and whenever he's like, help, 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 I dart back from wherever I am, and I go mess with the Black Panther, the Spider-Man, or whoever it is. It might not be able to kill whoever it is, but I can get him to run away and give him a chance to heal, or I can protect him. And when you see ults go off, like Doctor Strange, he does his ult. You can, let's say this guy here is a buddy, and this guy's Doctor Strange, he just did his attack. You can jump in the way while your buddy is basically passed out. The same thing if they're stunned by any other thing. Like Hulk does his stun, you can jump in between
Hostile forces incoming.
until the stun wears off. And even if it's just a block, and then you can start attacking him to draw his attention away. You know, you got to help out. You're a shield. You're not just a shield for yourself. You're a shield for everybody else, right? And a distraction. You go in, you get everybody to look at you, jump in their backfield, cause problems. Even if you don't get kills. A lot of times I don't get kills, but then sometimes I do. And I'll just show you some reports, battle reports here, going to competitive. You can see that I'm not the best, but I do pretty good here. Wait, those are some practice ones I was practicing this morning with, I believe, the thing. Like, here, 16 and 6. I don't get tanked 33,000 damage. I had the fewest deaths in the lobby, but I don't get a whole lot of kills, just 16. Don't get a whole lot of damage, just more disruption, right? Never really gonna get the MVP, never have. Right here, another just 3 deaths, the fewest deaths, but we're never gonna get those high kills, right? Because I'm drawing the attention. Like everybody else on the team, I have almost 5,000 more damage taken than the next guy closest to me, and over twice as much as anybody else, pretty much. So I'm just drawing the attention, right? As you can see over here, they got 2 guys with 25,000, right? Both of these guys are getting the attention of damage over here. I'm trying to draw all the attention. As you can see, I was the only tank. There's sometimes I'm solo tanking. I don't really like doing that. I want to go down and show some other ones. Here's one, 20 kills. Don't often happen. I had a lot more deaths than usual, 8, but still the fewest in the lobby. And that's what I try to do. I try to get the fewest deaths. I try to work on surviving, distracting, and just let everybody else get the kills. Try to help everybody else get the kills. I want to go down to see if I got some more. As you can see, these have been competitive. There's a 21 kill match. I don't know if this is the one I just looked at. I think it was. But I have somewhere I've gotten over. Here's a good one here. 24 and 1. Only 1 death. And I think I had somewhere I don't even die at all. Those are some practice. Let's get back to where it's competitive here. I think I can just put it over to competitive, right? That sounds like a better idea. Had a lot of losses last night. Couldn't get like a streak going. But there's 16 and 0. There was some ones I was really good. Like here, 24 and 1. I think that was one I've already showed. I had one not too long ago. I was 25 and 0. But I guess it was too far down. It's not recorded anymore. Last one last night, this is where I was like, oh, okay, I'm done. As you can see, through all these competitive matches, I'm above, here's one 18 and 0. Like, I'm above 500, right? I have more kills than deaths. Here was a bad one. I was 5 and 5. It's very rarely where I have 10 deaths. I don't think there's any even on this list or more. But then this last one, I had more deaths than kills, and it was like, okay, just gonna call it a night. We just got dominated. You see, everybody on the team didn't even do well. And yeah. But anyway, that's what I've learned about playing Captain America. Real fun. Last thing I would say is that these coins here, you can get these coins by doing these event things. This is the second one I had for this season. You do the missions for the day for, I don't know if this is like a weekly thing, and the events, and then you can collect some of the stuff here. You can see some of the free stuff is, you can get some more of those blue coins and the gold coins, right? You just get down, you can get those, and when you come over here to the top right, you go to achievements. If you do these different things, these different challenges, as you can see, you can get some of those blue coins, right? Heroic Journey, you do these different challenges, you get a bunch of these blue coins, and that's how I got the skin I have here, right? Just doing the challenges, patiently building up those coins. It took me for a while, but I finally got it. So I didn't put money into this. I did have a friend who I was so close, he's like offered, and I was like, bro, I can easily get it, the coins. I just needed like 200 more blue coins or gold coins. And he's like, I already cash apped you the few bucks. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll use it. I'm not gonna fight him on it, right? It's a nice gift, a nice gesture. But with all that being said, thanks for watching. Take care, and the world looks like it's ending. America is going down. You know, somehow it's still standing up, but for now, you never know when it's gonna come crumbling down. You never know when your time's up, and you're gonna have to meet your maker. So get right with God while you can. We all deserve hell. We don't deserve heaven. We're imperfect beings. Only the perfect get to go to heaven. So come to the cross here today. Accept Jesus Christ as your replacement so he can take on your judgment for you. And that's what I'd like to end this video with. If you want to help out, you like these kind of videos, I do mostly bad and stuff, like, subscribe, share the video, interact in the comments section, right? Those kind of things help out. And I'll make more videos like this. I know I'm not very humorous or charismatic, pretty straight to the point. You like that kind of stuff? Well, there you go. And if I want to spend more time on this, going to need help with financial support. If you guys want to help with that, I'll definitely turn this into something bigger. But that's at your discretion. So with all that being said, thanks for watching, and take care.